Every problem is an opportunity. Without problems, we will not grow. So said Anthony Robbins. Welcome to Do Business with Wisdom Ezekiel. I've often realized that the key to true wealth is exchange. Many people come to the world without any form of exchange. In fact, the relationship between humanity and divinity is an exchange. For there to be humanity, there needed to be an exchange between the spiritual interface and the physical interface. So if you are in this world, then one of the things I want to let you know is that you need to do business. Many nations of the world have become very successful because they paid attention to the economic potentials in their environment. And you must begin to look at how you begin to pay attention to the economic realities of our environment. So I encourage you to do business. Don't close your eyes to business opportunities around you, because for everyone that wants to succeed, then you have to pay attention to opportunities around you. Open your eyes. In some cases, those opportunities, they come like problems. They come as trouble, challenges. And you have to realize that the essence of business is to do three things. Number one is to solve problems. We are relevant by the problems that we solve. Number two is to add value. A lot of people have need for value. They have need for innovation, and the responsibility is on every one of us to be able to offer those value and fill up the needs of men. And the third one is to make profit. For every cause upon the face of the earth, there is profit to be made. Everything your hand finds to do, you should look for the place of profiting in the things that you are doing. So if this is the three reasons why we do business, then you must be ready to solve problems, to add values, and ensure that while you are doing that, you are cashing out. We use the word these days, cash out. You are cashing out by solving problem, adding value, and making profit. Many people enter into business just to make profit, and that is not really a very good intention of making profit. So, I'm talking about these three things. I want to take you through a process. Number one is solving problem. The thing about business is the first things you will encounter in business are problems. In fact, the more problems you are seeing, the more potentials you should have. The more problems you are seeing, the more you should be able to understand that these are potential profits, because problems are potential profits. If you are able to solve them, you will begin to make a whole lot of profit. Now, the first things you will encounter in business are problems. You get out from your house early in the morning and you get to the bus stop to take a ride to your place of work, only to discover that there are a lot of people who are out there who are looking for the same thing you are looking for. They are looking for transportation. Now, somebody else will see that as a problem, while someone else will see that as profit. That if I can start a transport business, this is a huge market. And some of us, we have different issues in our environment. For instance, in a country like Nigeria, that now we have issues with infrastructural development, we have issues with power supply, and a whole lot of people who have been able to identify these problems as opportunity, they are already cashing out. So problems are actually opportunities, and opportunities will always lead you to profit. You have to realize that. The reason why I'm encouraging you to do business is because if you don't do business, you won't have an opportunity to solve problems for people. And if you are not solving problems for people, your profiting is not in view. The second reason is to add value. Now, the next thing you are going to encounter in business is that while you are solving problem, when we look at solving problems, more like somebody has a problem, you have solved the problem. You have solved, because a problem is something that somebody already has, but adding value is something that somebody does not have. So you are able to give people what they don't have. For instance, I'm using a phone. Before now, we have issues with communication. We couldn't communicate very well. You write a letter, it takes days, months to be able to get to the destination. And after some time, emails came to solve that problem. But right now, people have gone beyond just emails. We now have phones. We can now communicate verbally. We don't just communicate verbally, we can actually chat. We can now do video calls. I can see live where you are. That's not just solving problem, that's adding value. Somebody have gone beyond just solving communication problem to adding value. Now I have a phone, I can practically do everything on my phone when it has to do with business. One of the things I want to let you know is that your first office may just be your phone. So many people who are looking for money to go and rent a very big office, please start with your phone. Your phone is your first office. Now, this was invented to add value to me. So what you do is problems solves more like yesterday's problem and probably today's problem. Value, adding value solves the future problem. You are adding value to somebody's life. You are making things easier for people. You are making people have more efficiency. That's adding value. And in business, you have to learn to add value. You have to think beyond what your client wants. You have to think beyond what they are presently experiencing. You have to think through what they will likely experience in the next couple of years. And you have to be able to prefer a solution to them. That's what we call value addition. And in some cases, you have to, do like a stakeholder analysis to understand your environment, to be able to see what value can I add, to my environment. And that can give you a whole lot of opportunities to be able to get into business. The last one is making profit. For every business that is not profitable, is not sustainable. One time I had an opportunity to speak somewhere, and somebody told me, said, I run an NGO, it's a non-profit organization. How do I make profit? And I said, even a non-profit organization, if it doesn't make profit, will run down. There are several kinds of profits. You need to now sit down and look at what are the profit centers of your business. But at the end of the day, there's what we call bottom line. You have to ensure that there's a bottom line that can help you and encourage you to stay in business. If after many years of running business you can't boast of anything, then you'll be wearied. Now, so what I'm saying in essence is you need to begin to look at the mechanism or the techniques of making profits, because every unprofitable business is not sustainable. What sustains a business is basically cash flow, but what encourages you to keep doing business is profit. For every labor, there is profit. So I just want to let you know that doing business is one of the shortcuts to wealth if you do it well. People who don't do business should not have business with wealth. Thank you very much for listening to me. I just want to say, do business.